welcome to Live Interactive English. My name is Sydney.
And my name is Karen. Today we are looking at day one of Stop Falling for These Shocking Online Traps. Okay, so we are talking about shocking online traps.
Yeah.
Like a clickbait, right?
Clickbait, yes, clickbait things and headlines and titles of articles that are essentially designed to
trick you
and kind of trap you into clicking on the article to read more. It's kind of designed to trick you and trap you into drawing more traffic to a publication's website, essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are you the type of person that would fall for these shocking online traps, like these clickbaits? You see like a big headline, something that's shocking, and then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna click into it and then read about it.
You know what? Unfortunately, I am. I fall for it. Whether it's something online or like something on Instagram that I see sometimes and there's a picture and some insane title and I think, what? But then always when I kind of click more down into the caption, I say, oh, okay, it's not actually as bad as I thought it was. But unfortunately, I do fall for them all the time.
Same here. I have to be honest. I'm exactly the same way. And I think most people, they fall for these, clickbaits.
So. It's definitely not just us. We know it gets you guys too. It's not just us.
That's definitely true. But I guess, it doesn't really hurt to click into, the article. Because once you know about it, once you learn about the article, and then you will make your own judgment, right? Whether it's true or not true.
Exactly. We know that, these things are kind of designed to kind of get you clicking on them. But once you actually read through at least the first few paragraphs of an article, you typically find out the truth. And then you can kind of take a deep breath, relax, and realize that the headline that you read is typically not actually that bad.
Exactly. Just make sure you don't waste too much time.
Yeah, don't doom scroll and don't kind of just get sucked into their traps. Click, read through, and then calm down and then move on to the next thing. I think is best.
Exactly. That's a great idea. Okay, let's get into today's lesson and learn more.
It's almost certainly happened to you. You're browsing online when your attention is caught by a strong headline. Something like, "Film star's hate-filled rant," has everyone talking. You click on it, expecting a juicy story. Instead, you're greeted by a page full of ads and a story that has little relation to the headline. Congratulations, you've just been fooled by clickbait. Clickbait aims to lure you into clicking a link by playing on certain emotions and urges. The websites get paid by the companies whose ads fill the page. The more clicks they receive, the more money they earn.
All right, everyone, let's get started with day one of our article, Stop Falling for These Shocking Online Traps. All right, let's do it.
And we do not want to waste too much of our precious time, right? Okay, let's dive into the article. It's almost certainly happened to you. You're browsing online when your attention is caught by a strong headline. Something like, "Film star's hate-filled rant has everyone talking." So we're talking about this word headline, and that is a noun. A headline is the big title for a newspaper story or an article printed in large letters to grab your attention and tell you what the story is about. And sometimes they would have it capital letters for these words and then make you feel like, oh, it's real. It's so shocking.
Yeah, they really get you. Different colored letters and bolded letters, all types of different crazy fonts, all of that,
Exactly. An example sentence would be, Amelia read the headline and wanted to know more. Of course, if you have a shocking headline, a catchy one, people usually want to learn more about it.
Yeah, all right. So you click on it expecting a juicy story. Instead, you're greeted by a page full of ads and a story that has little relation to the headline. Yes, that's also very true. Sometimes that does happen. You click on it, it kind of draws you in, and then you see a bunch of ads for stuff that you don't really need, and then all of a sudden you're reading something that has nothing to do with the initial headline. All right, so we do have a vocabulary word here, which is the word juicy, and that is an adjective. Now, we can use juicy in a couple of different ways. Typically, when we hear juicy, we think of like biting into a really juicy, succulent peach, right? And all the peachy juice is kind of falling all over the place, but that's not really what we're talking about here, right? In this context, juicy just means interesting, really scandalous, or really exciting to read or hear about. Something juicy really draws you in and grabs your attention. So, for example, we could say, reporters were searching for a juicy story to get attention.
That's right. An example would be, like some celebrity is getting a divorce or is cheating on the wife or cheating on the husband.
Oh my gosh, I know. I want to know more already.
Exactly. Okay, let's continue with our article. Congratulations. You've just been fooled by clickbait. And that's what we're talking about. The headline is a clickbait. It's kind of like a bait, and then it makes you want to click into it because after reading the headline, you want to know more about it.
Yeah, I guess it's called clickbait because these online publications are kind of like throwing out, it's kind of like we're fish. They're throwing out worms on a hook, and then the headline is essentially the bait that we're meant to kind of grasp onto, essentially, to get our attention.
That's right. I think that's where they get the word
That's where they
clickbait
get the word from. Yeah. All right. Now we are going to go to Hanny and see what she has to say.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。同学们在浏览网络，应该都曾经被耸动的标题吸引，点进去看，像是影星充满仇恨、大声怒骂之类的标题。那正当你点进去，很期待看到很劲爆的故事，看到的却是满满一页的广告，内容跟耸动的标题几乎没关系。像这样的行为，就是被诱饵式标题给骗了。我们先补充一下 clickbait 这个名词表示点击诱饵，诱饵式标题。那它是由 click 点击再加上 bait 诱饵组合而成，它是不可数名词。那单字 headline 它是名词，表示标题、大标、新闻标题或是头条新闻。而 juicy 是形容生动有趣的、劲爆的、多汁的。Sydney 老师在讲解这个单字时有用到 scandalous。它可以形容令人震惊的、诽谤性的。那它的名词是 scandal， 就可以表达丑闻。老师还有用到 succulent， 这可以形容多汁的。这话课文中。
All right, thank you so much, Hanny. Now we are going to continue along with our article. So, clickbait aims to lure you into clicking a link by playing on certain emotions and urges. Okay, so anything that you might be interested in, that's how they kind of lure you into clicking on their article.
Exactly. The websites get paid by the companies whose ads fill the page. The more clicks they receive, the more money they earn. And that is why they have all these headlines, because they want more clicks, right? The more you click into it, that means more money they're going to make from you.
Tricky on them. I have to remember that. The next time I click on something, let me pause and say, do I want to help this publication get more money? Am I going to contribute to them making money? I think not. So next time I need to hold strong, really use my discernment and think, am I really going to click on this? Maybe not.
That's true.
Maybe not.
Maybe it's not worth it.
Maybe it's not worth it, right? Maybe.
Okay. Let's go over to Hanny first and we'll be right back.
诱饵式标题的目的是利用特定情绪和冲动来引诱你点击连结。那这些网站是从页面上投放广告的公司来获得收入，他们得到的点击越多，钱就赚得越多。补充单字 lure 这个动词它表示引诱。那这边有两个重点，第一个是 whose 当所有格关系代名词表示什么什么的，当先行词是非特定的人事物，我们要用限定用法的形容词子句来界定范围，这时候 whose 的前面不加逗号。例如 The man whose car was stolen was very angry. 那名车子被偷的男子非常生气。补充一下，如果先行词是专有名词，我们要用非限定用法的形容词子句来补述说明 whose 的前面要加上逗号。例如 The police were talking to my neighbor whose car was stolen. 警方正在跟我的邻居谈话，他的车子被偷了。第二个重点是双重比较级，它可以用来呈现两者之间的消长关系，表示越怎么样就越怎么样。它的句型是 the 比较级主词加动词，逗号 the 比较级主词加动词。那其中的比较级，我们可以用形容词比较级或是副词比较级。 例如 The earlier you start saving, the sooner you can reach your goals. 你越早开始存钱，就能越快达成目标。另外，比较级的部分也可以用 more 来修饰可数或不可数名词，这时候会写作 the more 名词主词加动词，逗号 the more 名词主词加动词，去表达什么什么越多，什么什么就越多。例如 The more exercise you do, the more calories you burn. 运动越多，燃烧的卡路里就越多。好，接回课文中。
Thank you, Hanny. And now we are back. Okay, so far from our article, we know that we don't really want to waste our time, basically, on these clickbaits because most of the time, the headlines has nothing to do with the article, and basically they're just making money from these clicks, right?
Yeah, the nerve of them to make money off of our clicks. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? Yeah.
But I think if you're scrolling on social media, I guess one strategy you can use is that maybe you can read the comments below. And sometimes people will warn you. They would say, hey, this is a clickbait. And then if you see that, maybe you don't have to click into it.
Yeah, that's actually a really, really good idea. Let me jot that down in my brain and remember that for next time.
All right. Okay, but for now, let's go to our second part of our article and we'll be right back.
One common strategy is to use exaggerated headlines about famous people, which targets our natural curiosity for gossip. Another is to craft headlines that cause fear, which makes readers feel like they must click to stay safe or informed. A title with this intention may look like, "Never do this when charging your phone, experts warn." A third approach, known as rage bait, uses headlines designed to spark anger, such as, "Soda company's new drink is just water in a fancy bottle." These titles anger readers so much that they can't help but click through to learn more about the awful news.
All right, we are back from our break and we are going to continue along with our article, kind of talking about clickbait and how it all works.
That's right. Okay, let's get into it. One common strategy is to use exaggerated headlines about famous people, which targets our natural curiosity for gossip. And that is definitely true. When you see some news or headline about a celebrity, a famous person, of course you want to know more about it. It's all about the gossip.
Yeah.
Okay, exaggerated, that is the word that we're looking at. Exaggerated headlines, that is used as an adjective. So exaggerated means describing something in a way that makes it seem much bigger, better, worse, or more important than it really is. Like stretching the truth to be funny, or make a point. An example sentence would be, Max told an exaggerated story that was only partly true. Maybe because Max wanted the attention.
Maybe. All right. Now, another is to craft headlines that cause fear, which makes readers feel like they must click to stay safe or informed.
That's another one.
That's another one. Oh my goodness. All right. So our vocab word here is the word craft, and that is a verb. So if you're crafting something, that usually means to make something very carefully in the exact way that you want it. So all of these authors of all these publications, they're very carefully choosing their words and they're crafting the headline in a way that is specifically designed to draw us in and click. So, for example, we could say, I carefully crafted a letter to complain about the service. You know what? That sounds like something I would do.
Really?
Yes, if I'm unhappy with service, I might not handwrite the letter, but I'm going to pop out my phone, get out my laptop, carefully open it up, type away, and craft a letter or an email to management about my dissatisfaction.
But I guess that's a good idea as well. So they can also improve, right?
Yeah, I think so, right? That sounds fair.
That's right. Okay, let's go over to Hanny first and see what she has to say.
有一种常见的策略是利用夸张的名人标题，那这就是针对我们爱听八卦的好奇心。而另外一种是精心撰写会让人害怕的标题，让读者觉得必须点击才能保持安全或是掌握资讯。好，单字 exaggerated， 它是形容夸张的、夸大的。Craft 当动词表示精心撰写、创作或策划，也可以表达精心制作。这回课文中。
Thank you, Henny. And now we are back. Okay, let's go back to our article. A title with this intention may look like, "Never do this when charging your phone. Experts warn." And that is true. If I see something like that, and I would definitely click into it because I don't want anything dangerous to happen to me.
I know. I think we all kind of have a natural ability to want to stay safe. So anything that can kind of seem scary or dangerous, we want to make sure we know what it is so we can keep ourselves safe.
Exactly. Or like different kind of foods that can kill you.
Oh, that's a huge one. Like, oh, let me click on that so I don't inadvertently, poison myself, I guess.
Exactly. Okay, now we're looking at this word here, intention, and that is a noun. Basically, it just means a plan, goal, or idea in your mind about something you want to do or make happen. So that's your intention. So an example sentence be, Pedro's intention was to help, not to upset anyone. So he really wanted just to help, not to make anybody feel upset.
All right. And a third approach, known as rage bait, uses headlines designed to spark anger, such as, "Soda company's new drink is just water in a fancy bottle."
How dare they do that?
Oh, could you imagine? Oh, imagine all the angry customers, all the online outrage, all the hashtag boycotting that would come along with that. Oh my goodness.
That's right. And that's why we always have to fact check everything,
Yeah,
right?
very, very important.
Don't believe everything that you see online.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go back to the article. These titles anger readers so much that they can't help but click through to learn more about the awful news. And once you click into it, you're probably just going to find out that it's not true.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's why you really have to use your discernment and kind of be careful. Or once you kind of click in and you kind of find out the truth, click out and then just kind of go on about your day.
Exactly. And remember it for next time, right? Okay, let's go over to Henny first and we will be right back.
刚刚说有一种刻意让人害怕的标题，会让读者觉得必须点击才能保持安全、掌握资讯。带有这种意图的标题可能会长这样，像是专家警告，充电时千万不要这样做，或者是像什么千万别碰这几种致命食物之类的，那看了就会让人想点进去，以免自己可能无意间吃进不安全的食物。那这时候 Sydney 老师有用到 inadvertently。Inadvertently 这个副词它表示无意的、不经意的。那么单字 intention 它是名词，表示意图、目的或打算。课文提到第三种是引战文，也就是设计来激起愤怒的标题，那这也会让人忍不住要点进去了解。Sydney 老师刚刚就有用到 outrage 它当名词表示愤慨、愤怒，还有用到 boycott 这个动词它可以表达抵制或是杯葛。老师也提醒我们在看这种标题文章时，要运用自己的 discernment 它表示洞察力或是辨别力。好，那这边还有一个重点是 can't help 之后可以接 but 加原形动词，也可以接动词 ing 去表达忍不住、不由得、不得不做某事。举例来说 She can't help but smile at the photo， 也可以说 She can't help smiling at the photo， 她不由自主地对着照片微笑。好，那接回课文中。
Thank you, Henny. And now we are back. Okay, so from our article, we know that actually people use different strategies to craft their headline and attract people's clicks and then people's views, right? So, for example, they might want to make you feel angry about something, or they might post something about like a celebrity or famous people, some kind of gossip, right?
Yeah. And I think the celebrity gossip one is absolutely huge because I mean, me personally, I try not to follow too many celebrities and keep up, but if it's my favorite celebrity or someone that I really, really love and that I really admire and I see something negative, I'm going to think, oh, this can't be, and I'm going to immediately click on. So there are different strategies and ways that these different publications use to kind of draw us in.
Exactly. They are very smart. I have to say they use great strategies to, use them as clickbait. But we as viewers, we also have to make our own judgment, right?
Yes, absolutely. Very, very important.
Okay, let's review our article again and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
It's almost certainly happened to you. You're browsing online when your attention is caught by a strong headline. Something like, film star's hate-filled rant has everyone talking. You click on it, expecting a juicy story. Instead, you're greeted by a page full of ads and a story that has little relation to the headline. Congratulations, you've just been fooled by clickbait. Clickbait aims to lure you into clicking a link by playing on certain emotions and urges. The websites get paid by the companies whose ads fill the page. The more clicks they receive, the more money they earn. One common strategy is to use exaggerated headlines about famous people, which targets our natural curiosity for gossip. Another is to craft headlines that cause fear, which makes readers feel like they must click to stay safe or informed. A title with this intention may look like, "Never do this when charging your phone, experts warn." A third approach, known as rage bait, uses headlines designed to spark anger, such as, "Soda company's new drink is just water in a fancy bottle." These titles anger readers so much that they can't help but click through to learn more about the awful news.
最后来复习今天课文里的单字文法。单字的部分有 headline 名词，表示标题、大标或是新闻标题、头条新闻。Juicy 是形容生动有趣的、劲爆的，也可以形容多汁的。Exaggerated 它是形容夸张的、夸大的。Craft 动词表示精心撰写、创作或策划，也可以指精心制作。Intention 名词表示意图、目的或打算。文法的部分，第一个学到 whose 当所有个关系代名词表示什么什么的。当先行词是非特定的人事物，我们要用限定用法的形容词子句去界定它的范围，这时候 whose 的前面不加逗号。第二个学到双重比较级是用来呈现两者之间的消长关系，表示越怎么样就越怎么样。那句型是 the 比较级主词加动词，逗号 the 比较级主词加动词。第三个我们学到 can't help 之后可以接 but 原形动词，也可以接动词 ing 去表达忍不住、不由得、不得不做某事。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
And that's the last one. I'm finished.
Already? Wow, you're a smart cookie, aren't you? I'm not even halfway through.
A smart cookie? Did you just call me a cookie?
No, not literally. A smart cookie just means you're like really clever or intelligent. I'm surprised a smart cookie like you didn't know that.
Oh, I get it now. Maybe it's not that I'm smart. It's just that I've done too many of these puzzles.
Well, I wouldn't sell yourself short. You definitely are a pretty smart cookie. And I'm getting really stuck here. Can you help me out?
Hi everyone, today's phrase is smart cookie.
Right, now I'm hungry. As you saw in the skit, it's used to describe a clever or resourceful person.
Here, cookie doesn't refer to the snack, but a type of person like in tough cookie, which means someone strong or resilient.
Exactly, so smart cookie is just a fun way to call someone intelligent or praise their quick thinking.
Here's an example sentence. He's the smart cookie who solved the problem faster than anyone else.
Or she figured out the riddle in seconds. What a smart cookie.
So next time you want to compliment someone's intelligence, call them a smart cookie.
And that's all for today.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.